Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who rule well, as well as teach well. And also peace and salutation to the hopeful elect of the nation of Israel, scattered throughout the four corners of the earth. And the title of this video is going to be, The Righteous Shall See the Fall of the Wicked. Alright, the righteous shall see the fall of the wicked. Alright, and we that are of the hopeful elect in these latter days, alright, we're the righteous. And we're hoping and praying, alright, more and more every day, to see the fall of the wicked that is currently ruling the planet Earth. Alright, which are the biblical Edomites. As the scripture says in Job 9:24, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. Okay, and when you go into prophecy, all right, the one and only nation of the one and only biblical nation of people that would ever have rulership over the entire planet Earth before Yahushua comes back to establish the kingdom is the biblical Edomites, pursuant to their blessing in the book of Genesis, the 27th chapter. All right, where it tells you what. All right, our forefather Isaac blessed Esau, okay, and told him that he would have the fatness of the earth, but it will be done via what? The sword, okay, through rape, robbery, and murder, starting wars all over the place, okay, the sword via his words and his propaganda, all right, his pseudoscience, okay, his, judicial system, all right. This, these Edomites would rule the earth in complete wickedness. All right, all the way up to the time where, all right, Gog and Magog would be raised up, which according to prophecy, Gog and Magog is Russia. All right, pursuant to Ezekiel 38, and the Lord's going to use Russia, all right, to take out America. The main country. America, that is, the main country that is responsible for spewing all the witchcraft and the lies and wickedness and rebellion that you see happening throughout the earth. Okay, but we as a hopeful elect, Lord willing, we're gonna live to see this place get taken down. All right, on a carnal, physical level by the Lord. Okay, this is Proverbs chapter 29, verse 16. When the wicked are multiplied, transgression increaseth. Okay? And again, the wicked are in rulership, Esau, Edom. The earth has been given into their hands, been given into their hands by Yahweh Shemashai to rule during this little season, okay, until the time of the end, of their end, until the time when Yahweh Shemashai decides to take them out of power, in which we, are very close to that time. We see World War III, in rumors of war increasing more and more throughout the earth, okay, over there in Ukraine, all right, and you even have talks from, over there in Israel, where now, those small hats over there are, pretty much ready to strike Iran. Okay, and that's big according to prophecy. That goes back to the scripture where it says, "The least of the flock shall draw them out." All right, the least of the flock, which are those small hats currently preoccupying the land of Israel right now, is going to draw out America to all right, to kickstart war over there in the Middle East. Okay, we know in the Middle East is where the Valley of Jehoshaphat, or in the Paleo Hebrew, the Valley of Yehoshaphat, according to Joel 6, is where the Lord is going to gather all the armies of these heathen nations and bring judgment upon them. Okay? But it says, Proverbs 29:16 again, when the wicked are multiplied, transgression increaseth. All right, transgression meaning what? Sin, iniquity. Okay, and that's what you see all throughout the earth, due to the man of sin being in power. Okay, all you see is nothing but, disorder, okay, disarray, division, All right. People just doing whatever the hell they want. That do as thou wilt spirit. Okay, that serpent in the garden. Uh, thou shalt surely not die. Vibration going throughout the four corners of the earth. All right, and this world has no fear of the Lord whatsoever, or fear of His people. Okay, this devil has done a perfect job in leading the world into a whole worldwide rebellion against the Lord. All right, and all these things are going to make the Lord more than justified in bringing judgment upon this world by way of fire. All right, because at this point, we know of course, according to Genesis 9, that the Lord said that He would never bring judgment upon the whole earth via water, all right, via flood. But now the Lord is going to judge this earth via fire, all right, nuclear fire, as well as the fire from the chariots of Yahushua and the angels. Okay, fire is going to be the number one cleansing agent to cleanse out all the wickedness and the transgression that you see taking place throughout the four corners of the earth. It says, "But the righteous shall see their fall." Okay, the righteous is going to see the fall of the wicked. All right, them being taken out of their rulership. Okay, so, that's NLT this. Proverbs 29:16 in the NLT. When the wicked are in authority, sin flourishes. Okay, but the godly will live to see their downfall. And we're approaching that time closer and closer more than ever. Again, we see World War III, heating up throughout the earth. We see more and more tension between Russia and the United States. All right, as well as China as well. Can't forget about them. All right, then even, we even see divisions within NATO. You have particular NATO countries. Okay, countries such as Italy, as well as France, I believe, that are basically starting to come around to the mindset of uh not leaning on to America. Okay, basically pulling the shoulder away from America. Because ever since the United States, okay, encourage those NATO countries to put those sanctions upon Russia. Pursuant to the beginning of the whole Russia-Ukraine situation, going back to February of last year in 2022. Those sanctions have greatly backfired on those NATO countries. Okay, it's messing up their economies. All right, it's brought a shortage of fuel and energy to their countries. Okay, to the point to where certain residents within those NATO countries, they're not allowed to heat up their homes during the winter. Okay, their citizens are complaining. Okay, and bucking up against their governments. All right, and so now those same NATO countries, those European countries, are beginning to start to turn their back on America because of those sanctions. Because of those sanctions, how much those sanctions have been crippling their countries and their economies. Okay, and all those things just symbolize that we're about to see the downfall of the wicked. Okay, and then of course, not to mention, we see the Charagma, the implementation of the Charagma. All right, getting closer and closer. All right, where this whole entire money system is getting ready to be to be reset and go digital. All by design. All right. So Proverbs 29:16 again. When the wicked are in authority, sin flourishes, but the godly will live to see their downfall. All right. Let's look up a few words real quick. All right, this is the word fall. Says mapalath. Mapalath. It says carcass, ruin, overthrow. All right, carcass, ruin, overthrow. All right. Yeah, we're gonna see the overthrow of the wicked. All right. When you read in the book of Isaiah the 13th chapter, the Lord speaks about how He's gonna overthrow Babylon the same way He overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah, which is by what? Fire and brimstone being rained down from the heavens. Where now, okay, being that we're in Babylon the Great, all right, the modern day Sodom as well as the modern day Egypt, that fire and brimstone, so to speak, that the Lord is going to rain down upon this place. All right, America, okay, Babylon the Great, spiritual Sodom, that modern day fire and brimstone that the Lord is going to rain down upon this place is going to be in the form of those nuclear missiles, as well as the fire shot down from by Yahushua and the angels via the chariots. Okay, so we're gonna live, Lord willing, to see the overthrow of the wicked. Lord willing, we endure unto the end. This is Psalms chapter 37, verse 34. It says, "Wait on the Lord and keep his way, and he shall exalt thee to inherit the land." Yeah, the land that was promised to our forefathers, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, which was the same land, the same land that was given to our forefathers before the flood, the sons of God, which was the same land that Adam was placed in to rule the earth out of. The garden east of Eden, which was the Holy Land, Israel, that we know today. Okay, starting with Jerusalem. Okay, Jerusalem. That was ultimately the garden east of Edom. East of Eden. All right, not Edom. So like it, that was Satan right there. All right, the garden east of Eden. All right, which is the Holy Land, Israel, primarily Jerusalem. That's the land that Yahushua is gonna bring us back to. Okay, and us being brought back to that land is gonna be a fulfillment of the promises of the Lord established with Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, saying what? That the seed of Abraham, which should be regarded as the sand of the sea, the stars of heaven, which cannot be numbered, in an innumerable multitude, would inherit that land, the land of Israel, the Holy Land, okay, and that land is going to be inherited by the physical seed of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, the Israelites. Okay, it's not spiritual Israelites, as a lot of these Christians are now trying to make the argument. Saying that the 144,000 spoken of in Revelation 7 is talking about a spiritual Israel, not the physical descendants of Israel. No, we're the ones that's going to inherit the land of Israel according to the promises that the Lord made with our fathers. The physical seed of Israel. And no heathen will have will partake in ruling that land with us, because you already have heathens in the Holy Land right now. Amalek, those small hats, pursuant to Ezekiel 36 and 5. But it says, Psalms 37 and 34, "Wait on the Lord and keep his way, and he shall exalt thee to inherit the land." That's aimed to to us that are of the hopeful elect in these latter days. For us to wait on the Lord and keep his way, which is what? This word. Keep the faith. Continue believing in Yahushua. Believing in Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. Continue putting our best foot forward and making our bodies a living sacrifice. Continuing to perfect our sacrifice according to whatever spiritual gift that the Lord has bestowed upon us in these latter days. And never let go of our crown. It says, "When the wicked are cut off, thou shalt see it." Okay, when the wicked are cut off, when the Lord comes back to take the wicked out of power and destroy them, Lord willing, we're gonna see it. Okay, Lord willing, we're gonna be up there in the chariots when the Lord brings destruction, and we're gonna see the destruction and the overthrow of the wicked. Esau, Edom, primarily here in Babylon the Great, from the chariots. Okay, we're gonna get a front row seat at seeing the downfall of our enemies. Okay, let's get another one. Psalms 58. Man. Let's start from verse 9. Psalms 58 and 9. It says, before your pots can feel the thorns, he shall take them away as a whirlwind, both living and in his wrath. Alright. Verse 10. The righteous shall rejoice when he seeth the vengeance. Alright, the righteous shall rejoice when he seeth the vengeance. Alright, the Lord bringing vengeance upon the wicked, right? He shall wash his feet in the blood of the wicked. Alright, yeah, because, pursuant to Isaiah 63, when Yahushua comes back, he's going to get his garment dirty, alright, with the blood of Esau, Edom. Okay? So to speak. Of course, we know Yahushua is not going to literally get his garment, bloody and stained with the blood of these Edomites when he returns. Alright, but it's all, speaking figuratively, symbolically. Okay, showing you what? That the Lord is going to, come back to bring a lot of judgment and violence upon these Edomites. And why is that? Because of, obviously, according to prophecy, Esau, Edom will be the main heathen nation that will be in the rulership over the whole entire planet Earth when he comes back. All right, pursuant to a 2 Ezra 6 and 9, Esau will be the end of the world. All right, and it's going to be the downfall of Esau, Edom. All right, by the Lord, that would bring an ultimate end to all the heathen nations that are in rulership. All right, and for the Lord to set up his people in rulership, starting with the tabernacle of David, the 144,000, which is going to be the governing body under Yahushua in the kingdom of heaven. But it says, Psalms 58 and 10 again, the righteous shall rejoice when he seeth the vengeance. He shall wash his feet in the blood of the wicked. Okay. It says, verse 11, so that a man shall say, verily there is a reward for the righteous. Verily he is a power that judgeth in the earth. Okay, yeah, because the way that it's looking right now, here it is, us brothers, that are out on the highways and the byways, week in and week out, doing his work, preaching his gospel. The way that we see these heathen nations increasing in power more and more every day, and increasing in their left hand their left hand practices and their pseudoscience, it almost seems as if, in his flesh, of course, it almost seems as if, there's not going to be any reward or justice coming our way. As if the Lord's not going to come back and deliver us and avenge us for all of these the wickedness that these heathen are doing. But it's written right here. Hey, when the Lord brings forth his vengeance upon the wicked, okay, that's when his world is going to see that there is in fact a reward for this work that we're putting in, this sacrifice that we're putting in under Yahushua's sacrifice, and that all of our labors that we've been doing, for the names of Yahweh Shema Shai, wasn't done in vain. Okay, and that the power that we that we preach, about, week in and week out, all right, Yahweh Shema Shai is the one true power that judges the earth, okay, and brings judgment upon the wicked and rewards the righteous. Okay, that's what this world is gonna see when it's all said and done. This is Psalms 91 and verse 7. It says, 1,000 shall fall at thy side, and 10,000 at thy right hand, but it shall not come nigh thee. And this is ultimately going into the nuclear destruction. All right, because as those nukes are going to be dropping, all right, and landing on on America, all right, on physical American soil, the elect are going to be getting beamed up simultaneously at the same time those missiles are going to be dropping. All right, where you're going to have 1,000 fall, a thousand falling on our left side, and 10,000, all right, being destroyed and blown up on our right hand side. But as just said, but it shall not come nigh thee. Okay, yeah, the Lord's gonna make sure that we slip through the cracks, so to speak. That that those missiles, as they're going to be dropping, don't touch us. All right, as we're going to be getting beamed up, because as the scripture says in 1 Peter 4, the righteous shall scarcely be saved. Meaning what? The righteous are going to barely make it out of here. Are going to barely be delivered. Okay, when the Lord brings His judgment. All right. So when those missiles are going to be dropping, it's going to be thousands and thousands and 10,000s of people being destroyed and blown up and being burnt up on all sides. But the Lord's going to make sure that those missiles and that fire don't touch us. Okay, because we're going to be delivered out of it. It says, verse 8, only with thine eyes shalt thou behold and see the reward of the wicked. So we're gonna behold and see the reward of the wicked. And what is the reward of the wicked? To be cut off, to be destroyed, to be overthrown, okay, to be burnt up via fire. All right, the rebukes of the flames of the Lord. Okay, that's the reward of the wicked. Violence. All right, violence from the Lord, that is, not from us. Just gotta throw that out there, because Esau's on the prowl, looking for any and everything to condemn us and condemn our message. So it's necessary that when you say particular things that can be provocative, whatnot. Be mindful, to say that, it's the Lord that's going to do all these things, all right, and not by our own hand, okay? And in fact, let's go to the very next chapter, Psalms 92, and let's start from verse 7. It says, when the wicked spring as the grass, and when all the workers of iniquity do flourish, all right, all the workers of iniquity, the mystery of iniquity, are okay, the secret counsel of the wicked, all right, because that's what's flourishing in the earth right now. All right, all these secret counsels of Esau, Edom, all right, the workers that help partake in all the iniquity that he's pushing and promoting throughout the earth. Okay, when all these things would flourish in the earth and would be at all-time highs, promoting all-time high rebellion against the Lord throughout the earth, okay, via their pseudoscience, their technology, all right, their philosophies. What does it say at the latter end of verse 7? It is that they shall be destroyed forever. So the Lord is going to destroy all the workers of iniquity. All right, the mystery of iniquity, the secret counsels of the wicked, okay, forever. All right, all of these plans and agendas of the elites of Esau Edom. This whole pedo agenda. All right, the maps. Okay, the Charagma, the NWO. All right, trying to so say fight misinformation. All right, to eliminate truth out of the earth. To eliminate the belief in a God or higher power in the earth. All right, making everything go digital. All these things the Lord is going to destroy when He comes back. All right, because it's all iniquity. It's all witchcraft and sorcery. Left hand philosophies. All right, left hand agendas, and it's all of the working in. All right, the working of Satan. Okay, whom the Lord is going to destroy with the brightness of His coming. All right, and that's making reference to Second Thessalonians, the second chapter. You can read it. You can read about it yourself. All right, brothers always go into that chapter every day because that's what's taking place. All right, the wicked being revealed, with the mouth of the Lord, which are the prophets and the apostles. All right, and it's going to lead to the Lord, coming back to destroy the wicked. All right, the mystery of iniquity, the man of sin, which is Esau Edom. All right. It says, verse 8, Psalms 92, verse 8, but thou, Lord, all right, all caps, Yahweh, art most high forever. For lo, thine enemies, O Yahweh, for lo, thine enemies shall perish. All the workers of iniquity shall be scattered. But my horn shalt thou exalt like the horn of a unicorn. I shall be anointed with fresh oil. All right, what is the horn of the Lord? Yahweh Shai, the horn of salvation. Okay. It says, verse 11, mine eye also shall see my desire on mine enemies, and mine ears shall hear my desire of the wicked that rise up against me. So you see that? So not only with our eyes are we going to see our desire upon our enemies, which what is our desire upon our enemies? To see them fall, to see them overthrown, to see them judged and destroyed by the Lord. So not only are we going to see those things with our eyes, but we're also going to hear our desire upon our enemies. Okay, we're going to hear all of their groanings and gnashing upon their teeth. All right, and their cries because of them being judged and burnt up by the Lord. Okay, as well as being put into slavery. All right, by us, under Yahweh Shai. All right. We're going to hear, see and hear all of our desires upon our enemies. Okay. All of their, their anguishing in their screams and, in their oohs and their ahs and their, just, man, hey, it's going to be horrific. All right. But horrific in a good way. Okay. Good for us but bad for them. All right. It says, verse 11 again, mine eye also shall see my desire on mine enemies, and my ears shall hear my desire of the wicked that rise up against me. So see that real quick. Slack it. Okay. NLT, Psalms 92 and 11. Mine eyes shall see the downfall of my enemies. See that? Mine ears have heard the defeat of my wicked opponents. Whew. Hey, so once again, we're going to see the downfall of all of our enemies. All right, these heathen nations, Esau, Edom, and hell, even 2/3 of our people, because the Lord is going to come back and destroy them as well. All right, cut them off. And it says, my ears have heard the defeat of my wicked opponents. And these devils are defeated now. As it tells you in Isaiah 47, they're wearied with the multitude of their counsels. They're calling up to these different gods and left-hand deities that they worship, but they're not getting the answers that they were getting in times past. All right, because these left-hand deities are just about, it's just about time to abandon them. All right, because the Lord, He's allowed Satan to deceive these Edomites in these heathens for a period of time. All right, but now the Lord's, is pulling them back. All right, because he's getting ready to take them out of power. All right, and now they're defeated because as they see the Lord taking them out of power and bringing them on the verge of war or in World War III. At the same time, the Lord is raising us up. Okay, He's raising us up in His knowledge, and through this knowledge is going to lead to us. Lead to Yahushua, putting us in a position of power. All right, over the whole entire earth. All right, over these heathen nations with the rod of iron. All right, under Yahushua's authority forever. Okay, with the new bodies. All right, that was All right, so let's pretty much get one more. All right, Revelation the 15th chapter, and let's end it off right here. All right, so Revelation chapter 15, verse 1. Okay, because what is the book of Revelation 15 all about? Starting from verse 1 on down. It speaks about the elect getting the victory over the beast in his image, and as well as his charagma and his number. Because when you go to the previous two chapters, all right, Revelation 13, it speaks about what? All right, the second beast that would make itself after the image of the first beast that came before it, which is ancient Rome. Okay, and that he would that this second beast would implement a charagma, okay, pursuant to verse 16 in this chapter, or the MOTB, all right, that all that would not receive the charagma in their right hands or their foreheads would ultimately be killed. Okay. And as well, all right, if you don't receive the charagma pursuant to verse 17, you won't be able to buy or sell. You're not going to be able to have access to daily essential needs. Food, water, gasoline, okay, heat, to heat up your homes, cool air to heat up to cool off your houses, during the heat, okay, clothes, pretty much the one of all things. Okay, Esau Edom through this beast system is going to make it to where, in order to receive the one of all things, you're going to have to receive that charagma. And so that's where it takes you to the very next chapter, Revelation 14, where it speaks about what? The 144,000 having the name of the Father, Yahweh, written in their foreheads, all right, sealed in their foreheads, singing the new song. Which the main lyrics of that new song would be what? Okay. Fear the Most High Yahweh, give glory unto Him. All right, for the hour of His judgment is about to come. Was that hour of the Lord's judgment is primarily going to fall upon Babylon the Great. Okay, as it tells you in Revelation 18, in 1 hour the Lord is going to bring judgment upon Babylon the Great. Okay, worship Him that made heaven and the earth and the sea and the fountains of the waters. And then as you continue reading this new song, all right, which is the everlasting gospel being preached throughout the earth, all right, it goes into what? In verse 8, Babylon the Great is fallen. All right. Then when you continue reading down in verse 9, it says what? That the 144,000 will be preaching what? That if any man worship the beast, all right, America, NATO, and the EU, all right, and its image, which is this system that that is modeled after ancient Rome, as well as receive his charagma, all right, basically you're gonna receive the wrath of the Most High. Okay, you're gonna be destroyed with fire and brimstone, which is today will be those nuclear missiles. All right, in the presence of the holy angels, as well as in the presence of the Lamb, Yahushua. All right, and through this gospel that the 144,000 will be preaching, all right, in opposition to the beast in Revelation 13, it will lead to what? All right, the 144,000 receiving the victory through this gospel that we're preaching. Lord willing, not be of that number. So Revelation 15 and 1, and I saw another sign in heaven, great and marvelous, 7 angels having the 7 last plagues, for in them is filled up the wrath of the Most High Yahweh. Okay, verse 2. And I saw as it were a sea of glass mingled with fire, and them that had gotten the victory over the beast, and over his image, and over his charagma, and over the number of his name, stand on the sea of glass, having the harps of the Most High. So John the Revelator saw this same 144,000, all right, receiving the victory over the same beast system that they will be preaching against in these latter days. All right, the beast system, is image, is charagma, all those things. All right, it's NLT, verse 2. Revelation 15, verse 2, in the NLT, I saw before me which seemed to be a glass sea mixed with fire, and on it stood all the people who had been victorious over the beast and its, all right, it says statue, but it's the image, okay, the image of this beast system. It says, and the number representing his name, all right, the 666, the Chi Psi stigma. When you go into it, it says they were all holding harps that the Most High had given them. Okay, so John the Revelator, he saw, as it says in the NLT, I saw before me which seemed to be a glass sea mixed with fire. Basically, John the Revelator saw the elect, all right, in the chariots, looking out of, all right, a window, a window of the chariots, looking down upon the destruction of America. Okay, looking down upon America being destroyed by fire, being turned into a lake of fire. That's that sea of glass mingle with fire. That's talking about. The elect looking down out of the chariots, okay, out of a window of the chariots, all right, getting a front row seat at the, seeing the destruction of America, the downfall of the wicked, okay. And it was all through what? Preaching against this beast system, all right. Preaching against his image, against his charagma, his mark, all right, and ultimately, standing firm and in the faith of Yahweh Shema Shai, as well as calling on the names of the Heavenly Father and the Son, Yahweh Shema Shai. So it says, verse 3, Revelation 15, verse 3, and they sing the song of Moses, the servant of Yahweh, and the song of the Lamb, saying, great and marvelous are thy works, Lord power almighty. Just and true are thy ways, thou King of saints. And when you go into it, I believe Exodus, the 15th chapter, what was the song of Moses? Basically, Moses singing victory over Pharaoh in ancient Egypt. So when it goes into here in verse 3, and they sing the song of Moses, basically when we get into the chariot, all right, and receive the victory over this beast system, we're basically going to be seeing victory over, all right, Esau Edom, okay, who's the the modern day pharaoh of this modern day Egypt, as well as seeing victory over this modern day Egypt itself, America. Okay, we're going to be praising the Lord for for giving us victory, all right, for overthrowing our enemies. It says, verse 3 again, and they sing the song of Moses, the servant of Yahweh, and the song of the Lamb, saying, great and marvelous are thy works, Lord power almighty. Just and true are thy ways, thou King of saints. Who shall not fear thee? Who shall not fear thee, O Yahweh, and glorify thy name? Question mark. For thou only art holy. For all nations shall come and worship before thee, for thy judgments are made manifest. Hey. So when the Lord takes down his place, his judgment is going to be made manifest. And he's also going to make manifest that he is the true power of the heaven and the earth. Okay, the true judge of the heaven and the earth. All right, that judges the wicked for their wickedness, and rewards the righteous for their righteousness. Okay? And hey, Lord will not be at that number. When we get beamed up into those chariots and see the downfall of all of our enemies, these heathen nations, we're gonna be praising the Lord like crazy. It's gonna be a ball in those chariots. We're gonna, we gonna be partying, sipping wine, okay, getting crowned by Yahweh Shai, receiving those new bodies, okay, being initiated into the new covenant with the laws, the statutes, commandments written in our inward part. All right. We're gonna, we're gonna be witnessing it, be seeing it all in those chariots, the downfall of our enemies, and the uprising of us. Okay, the hopeful elect. All right, as well as the glorification, the glory of Yahweh Shai, the glory of the Most High. All right, as well as the glory that's going to be given to us by Yahweh Shema Shai. So hey, Lord willing, the Lord is with us until the end, and we endure to the end. Because hey, we go see the downfall of all of our enemies. Okay, as long as we stick to this way, as long as we stand firm in the faith, we're gonna see our victory, Akim. All right, and very soon, Lord willing. All right, so I'm gonna end it off right there. Lord willing, this is edifying. I want to give all praise to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone and Ruwell, as well as Teachwell. And peace and salutation to the hopeful elect of the nation of Israel, scattered throughout the four corners of the earth. Until next time, Shalom.